Hi guys, Miss Carol here. I'm going to walk you through how to do a MyMaps using mymaps.google.com. This is one of the requirements for your Ancient India unit. So I'm looking at my assignment sheet here, and it says, okay, I have to make a map using mymaps.google.com. So I come to my address bar and I type in mymaps.google.com. Now when I hit the enter key, there's a whole bunch of maps on here. That's because I've had lots of maps that I've made. You might have no maps here if you've never done a My Map, or you might already have one map or two maps here if you did one for the volcano unit or maybe did one in 5th grade. But regardless how many maps are shown here, where you're going to go is to this big red button that says Create a New Map. Click on it, and up comes a map of the United States. Well, that's fine and dandy, but we're not doing the United States. So all you have to do is drag your map over so that India is centered in the middle of your screen. Now you can make the map larger or smaller by using the plus or minus button. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, just because since I'm working on it, it's a little easier to see. Now I have my map, everything's set up, and I'm looking at this map going, okay, this is the very typical everyday map. Well, I kind of would like to have something a little different. So I'm going to go over here to my base map, and I'm going to use the drop down. And it's highlighted the default, which is this map. Now, there's other ways I can do it. This kind of faded out map would allow my pins to really stand out. So that's something to think about. And they have a couple different ideas with the faded out one. They also have this really dark one. Now, we've talked about using a dark background when you're working on presentations, and you have to be very careful. So it's something to think about. You could use this as long as you made sure that all your typing and everything was legible. But the one I really like, and I usually use, is the satellite map. And the reason I use a satellite map is because it shows all these awesome geographic features. If I toggle over here, here's the Nile River, and there's the Nile Delta, and here's the Sahara Desert, and it just shows all these neat geographic features. And now I can start putting my information onto this map. A couple ways of doing that. One way, and some might think the easy way, is to look at your assignment sheet and go, okay, the first one I have to have is the Deccan Plateau. So I'm just going to type in here Deccan Plateau. Well, Google comes up with all sorts of hits for Deccan Plateau, including a vineyard. Well, that's where they grow grapes. That's not what I want. A TV showroom, probably not what I want. A horticultural exports, no, that's not what I want. So I'm going to go over here to this top one. I'm going to do, okay, I think I'm going to take that one. So I click on it, and it puts a pin on the map. Well, that's great, but it also blew my map up. I'm not really sure 100% where that is. So now I'm going to have to make the map smaller. I'm using the minus, and then I'm going to use my mouse. Actually, pull it down so it's small enough so that I can see my map of India again. And that's kind of sort of in the area of where I want it. But, I'm just not 100% sure. And I've known, because I did all my research, I've watched all my Ed puzzles, I've done my Wiser, I'm just kind of like, well, So I'm going to close that out. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to get rid of it. And I'm going to go about putting my pin in a different way. I'm going to come over here to this little pin mark where it says Add Marker. I click on it. Then I'm going to put it exactly where I know the Deccan Plateau is. And I'm going to click and place it. Now, this gives me the box that I need to put all that information that's on the assignment sheet. the name of the geographic location, a description, what it is and its elevation, and a picture. So first off, I have to name it. Okay, I make sure that I've spelled everything correctly. Then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to start writing my description. What the Deccan Plateau is, everything I possibly know about the Deccan Plateau, anything and everything, the temperatures, the weather it's like, its elevation, what type of animals live there, anything that has to do with the geography of the Deccan Plateau. Remember, geography is non-man-made. So no buildings or anything explained, just all the natural parts of the Deccan Plateau. Notice that the text box is growing as I'm typing. So I can just keep on typing. All right, once I finish with my definition, then it says on the assignment sheet I have to have a picture. So I'm going to come over here to the camera and I'm going to click on Add Image or Video. And yes, you can put videos in if it fits with what you're explaining. So I'm going to go to my Google image search and I'm going to put in Deccan Plateau. And it's going to come up with all sorts of pictures. Problem is I have to make sure my picture fits with truly what is the Deccan Plateau. All right. And I need to make sure that I'm giving credit to the photographer because I'm not going to India and taking this awesome picture of the Deccan Plateau. Well, I'm looking at these pictures and I can see right here, okay, wow, that's already got the credit there. That would be kind of cool and easy. This one, well, that's a really pretty picture, but it doesn't really show the Deccan Plateau that I want to show. Oh, here's another one that has the photographer's already listed. Highlight it. Well, this is stock photos from Shutterstock. Okay, they usually are okay with letting people use them for free. Well, this is kind of cool, but somebody else made that, so I can't use that. So I'm looking, kind of scrolling through, and I think I'm going to use this one that kind of shows how the plateau is actually built. So I'm going to click on it, and then it gives me this reference of where it came from. So first I'm going to select the picture. Okay. And boom, there it is. Now, but I don't have the references to where the picture came from. So one way of doing it is to click on it again and go, okay, that's where that picture came from. I'm going to go there. I'm going to snag. I'm going to Control C. So I'm copying the picture. And then I'm going to add my picture reference. Oops, get that going again. Edit. Edit my picture. Oh, I keep hitting the enter, that's the problem. Okay, so we're going to edit this. And then I'm going to enter if I can get it to do what I want it to do. Picture reference and add my picture reference. Now I'm not going to get in trouble for having something on there that doesn't have a picture reference to it. Notice you can add more than one picture. That's kind of cool, showing a plateau. But then I want to go down here and, this one is really a nice one too. But where's that one? Well, here's one that has the actual credit already given. So I'm going to put that one in also. And there's my credit. So now I have two pictures on here. I have to have one, but I'm going to put two. The biggest thing you have to remember with this is you have to click on Save. Okay, we've gotten kind of lazy with Google. That Google saves everything for us, but it does not save when we're working in here. So we click on the Save button, and everything's there. Now I'm going to close that out. I'm going to come to my button, my Add Marker, and my next one is the Ganges River. Okay, so I've done all my research and I know where the Ganges River is. So I'm going to put my mark, and I'm not going to put it on here, but I'm going to put my mark with the Ganges River is. And again, I'm going to put in all the information. Now, I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put it up here in Iran because I want to show you something. Okay, you know that the Ganges River is not in Iran. What I wanted to show you is here when you're adding an image or video, go here and see. Google image search of the Ganges River, but I want a video. Maybe this will even give me a little bit of information that I can add into what I've already typed. Okay, flesh-eating turtles. Nah, I don't think that's really what I want. In his effort to clean up the sacred Ganges River. Well, that's interesting for today, but I have to remember I'm working on ancient India, so I wouldn't want to put that in there. The source of the Ganges. Wow, that'd be kind of cool. So I think I'm going to put that one in there. So I'm going to select it. And now not only do I have the picture of the Ganges, but I also have a video talking about where the Ganges River begins. So those are the things that you can do to make that exceptional report. Instead of just following the descriptions in the assignment sheet, you take that step above and beyond. You add a picture, but then you also add a video that actually goes with whatever it is that you're trying to explain. All right, that's how you do Google Map. Once you get all done, let's save this even though it's in the wrong spot. Here's all my layers. Now up here, untitled map. We don't want an untitled map. So I'm going to change this to ancient India. Okay, but then I'm also going to add my name, my first and my last name. And I'm going to save it. Okay, you have to have that first and last name. You've got to make sure you have that. All right, now all changes are saved in my drive. Woohoo! All right, so let's look at our preview. There's our preview. Here's our information about the Deccan Plateau. Here's our information about the Ganges River. Yours is all going to be much better. Now, how do I get this to Miss Carol or Mr. Bozzini? Well, you're going to embed, you're going to embed your map onto your website. The way you're going to do that is right here where it says Embed Map. That's where you want to go. You click on that. Okay, so we're going to change our permissions to public. No, actually, we're not going to change it. We're going to do it here. We're going to get this link. Okay, we're going to copy that link. And then you're going to go to your website, which we've already set up, and you're going to put that link onto your geography web page within your website. Okay, so that's mymaps.google.com and how you go about getting it done for your Ancient India project.